always support your local hobby shop. Local hobby shops carry this and this and this and this. That's where I got this stuff. And we're back. And today we're taking a look at the new Axial Gilamon. This is a 1/8 scale rock crawler buggy. The Axial just released, and it's big. All new platform. There isn't anything on here that's reused from any other platform that they make right now. It's not got different links. It's totally new axles, transmission, body, panels, shocks are all new. Everything on this is brand new. There is some other videos out there. Some of you guys have seen them, some of you haven't. This buggy is large, and that's what I thought was appealing about it. So we're just going to go over it real quick. There's other videos out there that are a lot more in depth. With this video is what I want to just kind of look at the buggy first look for my channel. But then I have a bunch of the upgrades. I only have a few that I didn't get, and I just want to go through the upgrades and kind of show you guys what you can get. So that's probably mostly what this video is about, is not necessarily the truck, but what you can get for upgrades that Axial already has. And we know that the aftermarket won't be far behind with some other cool upgrades. Initially, I like the idea of this buggy. I think the concept's awesome. I like this green paint one. The red and white one is okay. I do prefer the green one. So I think they did a good job on the graphics and stuff. The shocks look pretty cool. I mean, I like shocks with springs on them, but I know that this is more of a droop setup. You have an internal spring. The shocks are super, super long, and they feel pretty good. No leaking out of the box. That's always a good sign. That's better than some other brands that we know. Okay, so this thing has, you pop up the hood, and it has just a Lexan panel with a front mounted. This is where you put your battery. This is where you put your battery. Runs on EC3 plugs. Little Velcro strap. You could fit a 4S in here, but it have to be very thin, very small, or even a stubby 4S. I don't believe that this truck takes a 4S out straight out of the box, but if you upgrade, you could fit a 4S stubby up in the front. I'm sure the clearance here is the only thing that would concern me, but I know a lot of people run some really small batteries. The axles are massive. They're not the best looking axles. I mean, here all looks normal, but then the upper truss and stuff isn't the most beautiful. But it's not about looks. It's kind of a cool design that has the axial dynamic, or the axial selectable drive, which is where you can lock the rear wheels. You can also put, so it has a cutting brake, has the cutting brake servo in the rear, so you can lock this tire or lock this tire, and it'll just drag the front end around. That's a pretty cool feature, something that's kind of exciting. You can also put the same mechanism in the transmission and do front and rear dig, or you can even install it on the front so you can have it all throughout. I think the one thing I'm going to do with this truck for sure is four-wheel steer, and I already have the four-wheel steer axle and links, and I can't wait to show you guys that. I think the buggy looks pretty good. It's the first iteration of it. They missed the mark on a few spots, but I kind of think that the upgrades that are going to come out for this and the stuff that people are going to do to it, this buggy's going to turn out to be pretty awesome. Do I think it's the best thing ever built? No, I see some stuff that I don't really care for that much. Like, one thing that really drives me nuts that a lot of people have already pointed out, but when you see it in person, is this situation right here. You can see they got this screw going this direction, sticking, the thread sticking out 4 or 5 millimeters, then a nut, then the ball. The ball has this spacer on it. Underneath that is a 3 millimeter nut, and then the screw. And it's just a lot. It doesn't need to be sticking out that far. I don't know why they just didn't do the same situation as in the rear. Tuck it in real nice and tight, use the same ball. It doesn't make any sense why they did it that way. I don't really know what's going on there. And it was bugging me so bad that before I even started doing this video, I already addressed the problem over here. as I took it apart. If you can see that, you can see how far this one sticks out. That whole mess sticks out, and how clean it is to just reverse it the other direction. I found a 25mm screw, uh, flipped it around, shoved it through, used the same nut, but I Loctited it because there isn't going to be that much to grab onto. There's enough threads there with some Loctite though, and I cinched it down fairly tight so it cinches nice to the shock tower, and it's just so much cleaner already. So I'm going to do the same on both sides, but 25mm screw, and then you can still open the hood without it snagging. It just barely touches, no big deal. And I think that'll work out pretty good. That was something that I needed to address. I don't know how many times on RCs where the screws are hanging out that I have cut myself or jabbed my finger into the threaded end of a screw. And that's all I see that this is going to do. Not to mention if the buggy tumbles and stuff, it's going to get bent and then you're not going to be able to get it apart. So I don't know why they just didn't fix that to begin with. That part bugs me. The other thing that bugs me is this interior is hideous. I mean, it has an interior, has a steering wheel, but the gloss Lexan figures, the heads are weird. I don't know why they didn't do it out of matte. I mean, Arma, they make matte paint jobs all the time on these Lexan. Why did they make this glossy? It doesn't make any sense why they made it, why it has to be glossy. I think they could have very easily did a matte finish on it, and it just would have looked better. I mean, it's not very highly detailed. You could paint it up. The heads are weird looking, but they could be painted up. They need to be adjusted. So the interior's there. It's not bad, but it needs to be better. I think is what I'm gonna do is pull this interior out, spray it just a matte black. Probably not do any more detail than that on this one because a lot of people are going to come out with 3D printed, uh, a whole 3D printed interior that's got a lot more detail. Even Knights Customs might do a movable driver one or whatever, and then you can really get a pretty decent interior. So I already know it's not worth messing with this one too much because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some people doing some stuff. And then the other part that sticks out to me that really is the unfinished bed area. I mean, I'm not into scale details, but there's like completely nothing back here. Just wires. It looks like you could mount some antennas or something here. There's like a slot. This looks like the same thing as you have on your receiver that holds an antenna tube. So I don't know if they had intentions on putting an antenna tube, I think is what, I don't know. But there should have been like a faux fuel cell, or they could have even put a false floor in here. Could have just been a flat piece of that glossy, crappy Lexan. Anything would have just covered this up and made it look better. But other than that, I mean, those aren't too bad. I mean, every RC car I have has got some stuff that I don't like. And this is just part of that. It's going to be fun to upgrade it. It's going to be fun to customize it. I can't wait to drive it, but it just snowed, and it's snowing as we speak right now. So can't wait to get out and drive this. And let's show you the upgrades. I think there's plenty of videos from Harley Design, Scale Builders Guild, West Desert Wheeler, RC Driver did a video. They do a lot more comprehensive videos than I do here on this channel. I just wanted to do a first look for my viewers on the channel. Anyway, let's get into the upgrades. Let's show you what we got. Okay, so this is not an axial upgrade. This is one of the first things I'm going to do to it. This is the Quick Run Fusion 8. So this is the 1/8 scale Fusion. I believe this truck needs it. Almost every crawler I have has a brushless system in it. Every crawler, I think it's one of the first upgrades that somebody should do. It completely changes the way the vehicles drive. Things. Let me tell you what is that's missing. So there's an overdrive and an underdrive portal gear set. There is a overdrive. There is the shifting mechanism for the ASD. Oh, and then you can do full titanium link sets on this. This just has the standard stainless steel link set. The only link set that the hobby shop had was this rear, upper, and lower four-wheel steer link set in titanium. So this, you have to have this in order to install this, which is one of the coolest things that I think is available. It's a complete axle, completely assembled, already ready to bolt in. It's even got the hexes on it, and this is will replace the rear axle. So now you got four-wheel steer. This one is AXI 2206. I'm gonna bet you that these are gonna sell out pretty quick. So if this is a truck that you're thinking of getting and you want to do four-wheel steer, I'd pick up the axle pretty quickly. These guys that want to do four-wheel steer on anything that I've been involved with, the front axles disappear quickly. And then, so we got the links, the front axle, we got the portal knuckles, which is a necessity for any crawler. They look actually pretty decent, solid brass. I mean, I wish they would kind of do a anodized on them. I don't like just the solid brass look, but they get the job done. Already available, and some of the videos I've seen, it's definitely a necessity for. The one thing that I don't have here that I guess I left at the shop is the portal knuckle weights. So it's the portal cover weights, and the portal cover weights bolt to these on the inside. And they also come with an optional weight that you can add to it that is an extra 35 grams per side. That is a hop up that I have. I wished I had him here so I could show them to you. Looks like I didn't get them. I will post up a picture of them so you can see what they look like. And then we got the motor mount plate. This is something that's pretty awesome. You know, I always want a nice aluminum motor mount, but it comes with all the optional pinion gear sets, because this is you cannot install the motor in this and see where the spur gear is. It's kind of a blind setup. So this gives you all the plates. They're all numbered for what tooth, and it comes with all of the options. So that's actually a pretty nice feature. And then we got the aluminum panel set. So it comes with the side panels, roof, and hood. So this is what the panel looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this has got to be some of the weirdest looking aluminum I've ever seen. West Desert Wheeler said that it is an aluminum type panel that is meant to like dent and scratch. I can understand the scratching part, but I don't understand the denting part. I don't know why. You see, it's just boing, boing, boing. Super thin, and you can tell it's made out of probably the cheapest aluminum on the planet. Kind of has a weird, maybe it'll be fine. This kind of has a little bit of a weird finish to it. It just indicates to me it's probably some of the cheapest aluminum you can get, but it's already molded, bent. Will definitely give it a different look. The aluminum hood might actually get stuck on that nut, but that's okay. We're not installing this hood right away. I just wanted to show you guys what the hood and the panels look like. I'm not going to run just raw aluminum. If I was to run them, I would want to get like a Freaky Skins wrap or something. Hopefully he does something for this truck. All right, let's look at the stickers that they sent us with the panel set real quick. You just get some Gilamon, some Raceline wheels stickers, black and white. Gilamon. You get a worn winch sticker, Axial stickers, and some livery stickers for the side. So it's not going to be too bad. So if you want to add, and you can chop these up. So if you don't want this Gilamon, you could chop it up, stick it on there, add the Axial, do something different on your aluminum panels. And it's pretty nice that they added these. I am actually kind of surprised that they give you any stickers with it. I thought it was just going to be the panels. Anyway, guys, that's it on the first look of the Gilamon for my channel. If you want more detailed about the actual buggy, there is a few other channels that have more details, but I wanted to show you some of the hop-ups. I wished I had those knuckle covers here. They were pretty cool. I don't know. I must have left them sitting somewhere. Anyway, I will post some more videos on doing the motor and transmission plate, getting that mounted up, and installing a few of doing the four-wheel steer we'll do in a video, and just kind of give you guys an idea what's going on here. Please, I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching. And don't forget, always support your local hobby shop. Local hobby shops carry this, and this, and this, and this. That's where I got this stuff. Thank you.